Okay, so page 4 and page 5 are going to be mirror images of each other. So I'm going to give you the measurements to both 4 and 5 because they're the same. So this is for both pages. So you need, for each page, you'll need an A piece that measures 6 by 6 3/8. Your B pieces, you'll need one each for each page that measures 4.5 inches by 6.5 inches. The C piece for each one is 2 5/8 by 4.5. Your D piece, you need 4 of them, so 8 altogether, that measure 4 3/4 by 5 7/8. Okay, so if you're just doing the first version of the album, then you just need the A, B, C pieces. If you're doing the second version of the album, you need to cut the D's as well. Okay, so bring in your scoreboard. Okay, both of those A pieces will be scored at half on the 6 3/8 inch side. Okay, so those are the 2 A pieces. The B's will be scored at half and 5/8 on the 6.5 inch side. Half and 5/8, so we're making a little gusset there. Can you see that? There we go. Okay, so both of the B pieces, half and 5/8 on the 6.5 inch side. The C pieces get scored at half and 5/8 again on the 2 5/8 inch side. Okay, so that's the first version of the album. If you're just doing that one, you can stop now. If you want the other version, the D pieces will be scored at half on the 4 3/4 inch side. So all 8 of them. Okay, so that's all the scoring we need to do. Now we will add score tape to all of the 1/2 inch sections. For the pieces that have the 2 score lines, make sure same rule applies. It doesn't go, it just goes right here. It doesn't touch the score lines. Okay, I might do some of this off camera because there's quite a few pieces. Well, every piece needs some score tape, so I will let you do it. You got this now. So score tape on the 1/2 inch sections on the valley side of the score lines. Okay, so I'll be right back when I have all my score tape on. Okay, so I'm just going to finish mitering. I started mitering. I did all the D's already. So if you're mitering when you have 2 score lines, come on, focus, focus. You cut from the innermost score line, so you're still not cutting into that. You don't cut into that gusset. Okay. All right, and then the A and the B, or the A's, I should say. I'm just going to cut them together. Okay, so all your corners should be mitered now. You have your score tape on the 1/2 inch section. Okay, so we've got the A's, the B's, the C's, and then if you're doing the other version of the album, the D's. So bring in the page that we just finished working on and flip it over. So now the opening is on the left hand side, and then bring in another base page as well with the opening on the right, or backwards. This one's on the right, this one's on the left, and keep them like that because we're going to kind of do these at the same time. So your A pieces are going to go on the bottom of the base page. Okay, so each of these goes on the bottom. So one on the bottom of page 4, the other on the bottom of page 5. Just like that, okay? Excellent. Now your B's. So the B's, one is going to go on the top left, and one is going to go top. So one is going to be over here, and then the other one is going to go opposite that. So they're going to mirror each other, pages 4 and 5. Okay, so there. And this one goes here. Okay, so on page 4, it's going on the right hand side. On page 5, I think that's right, is that right? No, other way around. Well, I guess you could do it either way you want actually, but I have it so that the page 4, the B piece goes on the far left of the base page at the top, on the top half. Okay. I didn't crease the score lines with my bone folder. You probably should. Okay, so that's what you have for the page 4, and then page 5 is going to be the opposite. So open this up, and it's going to go on the right hand side at the top. Alright, so that's what you should have so far. Then the C pieces, the C's are going to close over the B's. So they, whichever side you have the B on, you want to put the C on the opposite side. And I'm going to practice what I preach and use my bone folder here. Okay, so on page 4, it would go on the right hand side at the top, so even with your B piece. Like that. And then it's going to go opposite over here. Okay. If you're doing the first version of the album, then now you just add some magnets. You'll want to add, this is going to go up, and then this is going to go over like that. So add a magnet, just closing the C flap over the B, and the same over here. If you're continuing on to do the second version of the album, then the D pieces are going to do a waterfall going on the base page. So I'm going to crease all of my score lines first. I probably should have done that already. Okay, so the first one is going to go open everything up and put it right at the top of the base page. And this is the same for both 4 and 5. Okay, and then the second, your second D piece will go butted right up against the 1/2 inch section of the first one. Okay, so there's the 1/2 inch section where it's adhered. This goes right up to it. And we'll do the same again. The next one is going to go right here. And then the last one. Okay, so that's your page 4 waterfall, and then A goes over top of that, and then B, and then C. So now we're going to do the waterfall on page 5. So again, fold and crease all those score lines for the D pieces. You've probably already done it and you're like way ahead of you, lady. Now you're waiting for me to catch up with you. I'll try to get it together. Okay, up at the top of the base page, lift that one up and put the second one. Alright, so there's your waterfall for page 5. And then that goes up and over and over. So for magnets, I'm just going to put one magnet going from the A piece to the top of each waterfall. Okay, so we've got our score tape sandwich. So score tape, 2 magnets, more score tape. Okay, so there is one. And the other one. And now we will do a magnet from the C piece over the B's. Oh, magnets first. 2, is that 2? Yeah. Okay, take the backing off. Awesome. And there's 1. And 2. So there is your pages 4 and 5. Yay! Alright, so I'm going to do, it's kind of like the purples and blues I'm going to do for these 2 pages. So I'm going to get some of my paper on and I will come right back. Okay, so I've just put the first couple pieces on here. So they open up like that and they each have some purple and the flowers there. And then purple again on the inside. And then this blue. I don't know the names of the pieces of paper or anything like that, so And then the other side. Okay. Alright, so this is what I have for the inside. I didn't want them to be like absolutely identical, so I went just a little bit different on the inside, but kept with the same color scheme and stuff. And also I just wanted to get this unicorn in there somewhere. It had to be in there. Just like that. And then over here. Now I'm not going to put pattern paper on the rest of the waterfall because it's just perfect for a photo. You might want to add some tiny strips in between each of these. I think I might do that later. Can just be like plain cardstock even, just colored cardstock to go in between them just to make it a little bit more finished. But I'm not going to add pattern paper to all of it because then it just gets too bulky. Okay, amazing! You have finished pages 4 and 5. That goes like that, and that, and that. Perfect! Alright, so set this one, well, set them both aside. But we're going to be using this one again very shortly.